What's up, YouTube? We are back. Today is day number 32 of the $1,000 account challenge, and we have a green day. We're up $200 in the account, well, $204 in the account, up 9.97% of the total portfolio balance. Now, if you don't know, my name is Gates. I'm taking $1,000 and I'm day trading options to see how far we can grow this account. Today, I took 3 trades, 1, 2, 3. 2 trades actually wound up being red, though I think the trade idea on them were right. It was just the timing that was off. And we had 1 green trade that made up for those 2 losses. So let's break it down straight off the day trade watch list. Number 1 on the watch list was Google as a long idea above 145. So my thought process was there's this gap here from the earnings report, right? Google had a press up last week to kind of enter into that gap and start to fill it. And I was thinking today, maybe we get that press up and continuation to fill that gap. However, the opening candle, if I move this to the 1 minute time frame, the opening candle on Google fully retraced back down, and then it dropped the support here intraday at 144.7, dropped this support and hit the low of day. So when this rallied back up, I was thinking, you know what, since this is a gap up day, maybe Google has the power to continue down to the previous day's closing price and fill that gap. And I was correct on this, by the way. Google did press all the way down here and fill that gap. So the timing was off on this trade. I took a losing trade on this. The timing was just a bit off. What I decided to do was, since this was our intraday support point, I decided to go short as this rallied back up to that price point, thinking it would act as a resistance. We were green on the trade right away. We did get another low of day out of this, but the next candle totally reversed and pressed right back up. And what was happening at this time was SPY was pushing up into the high of day. And I was thinking, you know what, maybe this is a downtrend trend line break on Google. So it made the most sense to close the trade out there rather than hold and look for the continuation rejection up at 145. So I made the decision to cut the trade out right there for a loss. We'll walk you through the alert room. I made the decision to cut the trade out for, I think, about a 4% loss here. Let's scroll up and see. So I said prep Google short. And then I took the entry at Google on Google short, right? So everything here timestamped for you. Here's the ticker, the contracts, the timestamp, the fill price, and the stop loss. Now, originally I did say, right, stop loss 145. But I did not want to give that so much room, like I said, with SPY pressing up to the high of day. So I said change of plans, SPY's up at high of day. I'm just going to close out Google short as it pressed over the resistance. So about a 4% stop out or so. And it was a very small loss. You see my loss here, minimal loss, $8 on that trade. So, I mean, this really was nothing. The entry, the trade idea was good. The trade idea was right. It was rejecting 145. I should have, looking back at this, maybe just stayed a bit more patient, taking it short off the rejection of 145, maybe then on the retest over here. So I really should have either stayed patient, not taken the first entry, or re-entered the trade here for the move down then at that time. So this one resulted in a loss. Then we switch over to PLTR. Now, PLTR was a post-earnings trade idea, gapped up here from $17 all the way up to about $20, and gave us the continuation today. So looking for the break above the pre-market highs, again, straight off of the day trade watch list, PLTR, long idea above 20.50. Now we get the break of that price point here, but then no pullback to it. So what I noticed in real time with this is kind of looking like a pennant formation, right? Your bull pennant formation. Then you get the breakout here into the high of day. So with us not getting a pullback on this, because I was mentioning to everybody, looking for the pullback, with us not getting the pullback on it, I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. I said, you know what, I'm just going to market buy this into that breakout of the high of day and then look for the continuation. And we do get exactly that. So I market buy on this break here of the high of day. We're green right away. Then we go actually back to red or closer to break even and then back to green. And we wound up getting a 20% gain here. And I closed out the majority of the position at 20%. I was holding runner size because I was thinking, you know what, this is a post-earnings trade idea. PLTR can really get some momentum behind it and move big time. I've seen it do it before. So let me hold runner size on this. I'm just going to press my stop loss back at break even, right? So holding runner size, we get the pullback. It does stop me out at break even on the remainder of that just before the continuation run, which is unfortunate to see because I probably would have taken profits at 30 and 40% as this continued up. So it was unfortunate to see me close out here at break even, but it is what it is. Rather be safe than sorry. And I think I made the right choice in real time because it did stop holding this uptrend trend line as a point of support, and it was making at this time on this dip lower lows. So PLTR 20% gain there, and then the pullback there closed me out at break even. We'll walk you through that in the alert room. It's pretty straightforward though. PLTR took entry, give you the contracts, give you the fill price, and I tell you, I wanted the stop loss. I wanted the dip, but I was not getting one. Stop losses at 21. Market bought the high of day break, and then now up 20%. Take the profits or hold. I unloaded a lot of the position, moved stop loss to break even. Right, so just walking you through it. Then we have one more trade, last one of the day. This was on Tesla, TSLA. Absolute banger, very nice runner above $181. So straight off the day trade watch list, Tesla long above 181. Unfortunately, this thing just took off, right? So there was no, unless we're market buying this break at 181, we're probably not catching this move unless we're market buying on the way up. And I don't like to do that normally. So I was waiting for a dip. We get the dip here, rally back to high of day. We get the dip here, rally, and I thought about it here. But the rally back to the high of day and then through the high of day, then we get the dip back down. So all of this support happening at $184 was kind of letting me know that maybe this holds 184 and gives us a rally back to the high of day. We would have had a 30% profit margin that was possible there. But we unfortunately don't get that. So Tesla pulls back. I go long off of the dip at 184. Enter into a phase of consolidation where we're close to break even pretty much the whole time, and then eventually the break through the 184 support point where I close the position out for about an 8% loss. I was going to give it room all the way down to 183 given that this was our dip over here, but I didn't feel like risking my green day on a trade that could potentially go red. So rather than holding and then averaging down, I thought, you know what, maybe Tesla's made its move already for the day, and it's probably better to just close this out if this support does not hold. So break of 184 there, closed it out, and that was about an 8% loss. We'll walk you through the alerts on this one. Tesla took entry long, right? Same deal, giving you the contracts, giving you the fill price, giving you the stop loss. And then I'm editing this trade as we're in it. So Tesla moves stop to 230 for just under a 10% stop out. I'm tightening the risk amount here since this is consolidating. So since we got all of this consolidation, that's telling me that this is intraday support, right? And if that fails to hold, this is probably just going to continue down from there. And it has so far. It has not gotten back above 184. So I think we made the right choice there. Tesla closed it out long, about an 8% loss there as it failed to hold the 184 intraday support momentarily. So green day on the day, up $204. We're bouncing back from our slump, which is good to see. Hopefully we can continue this bounce back for the rest of the week. Thank you so much for your time today. Press that like button for me if this video has helped you out, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. It's just the best way to support this type of work that I do, and it is free. Again, thank you for your time, and I will see you tomorrow when we continue the $1,000 account challenge. Cheers and take care.